Most people identify an era of music by a time period and usually by the decade it was created. For instance, the 50s you can think of as rock and roll. The 60s were the British invasion. 70s were rock. The 80s, new wave and Britpop. The 90s, grunge. We can go on and on. That may outline a general era of music, but Pandora recently released the MPG Hot 3, a database of 21,000 Billboard Hot 100 songs spanning from 1958 to 2022. And that identifies the eras with more precision, but they're probably not what you expected. So, for instance, the first era of popular music we're talking about now, 1964, Beatlemania. Now, not only did music change, as you would think, popularity-wise, but the feel of music shifted. So before that, everything was more or less a swing feel, and then it went to straight 4/4 feel, which we pretty much have been using since that time. So this was a huge change just in the way music was working. The next big era, came in 1983, and as you would think, that's when synthesizers and drum machines first came on the scene. To some people, it was when the industry started to die. To other people, it's when it really became reborn. Whichever way you look at it, it was a big change in music. Synthesizers and drum machines, and still to this day, that's what we're using. There's actually a couple of smaller eras. In 1991, grunge and boy bands was considered a rather small era. In 2007, there was another shift, and this was mostly in that lyrics got a lot happier, and there was a shift away from harmonies, which was totally surprising. In 2016, there was a distinct loss of melodic and just a general vocal change in sound. All of a sudden, lyrics got a lot more nasal and less expressive. So everything was way different than it used to be. Plus, there was a big increase in explicit language and lyrics that had to be beeped out. Also, we saw songs that now are relying on loops and completely different song forms that didn't have intros, outros, bridges, solos. So as a result, they were a lot shorter.